It's the morning of day 15. Just left Russell Field Shelter, heading towards Double Spring, just before Clingman's Dome. Just a little recap. Yesterday afternoon, I left Molly's field shelter after having lunch there. 20 minutes in, 10 minutes in at most, it started pouring down rain. I got wet. My gear was all in trash compactor bags, so it's dry, which was great. You know, ate dinner, still rained all night. Kind of rained this morning a little bit. And, there was a fire in the shelter, which was nice. A couple of families doing a hike there. 2 other thru hikers and I stayed. Black Bear and Aaron. Oh, almost went the wrong way. And, I stayed dry in the shelter all night. But, a dang mouse chewed a hole in the bottom of my down sleeping bag. Lost a lot of feathers. There's a big hole in it, the size of a mouse. And I'm not happy about it, because that bag was like $400. I paid for quality, and the mouse has no respect for my quality gear. But duct taped it. I'm probably just going to leave the tape on there for the rest of its life, the bag life. It is what it is. I've been told you can put toilet paper out near your stuff, like a single sheet, and the mice will go for that instead of the sleeping bag or your food, because it makes such good bedding. So I think from now on, that's going to be my go-to. Single sheet of toilet paper. Because that bag is expensive, and it's only day 15. I can't really afford to lose that bag this early in the trip, especially going through the Smokies and being in the cold. I do plan on sitting at home when I get through North Carolina and getting my poncho liner. So, once it's warmer, don't have to worry about it as much because it's synthetic. And today the trail is a muddy mess. And we're going 16 something to Double Spring Gap just before Clingman's Dome. But yeah, that's the recap of my wonderful night. At least I was dry. Didn't have to sleep in my tent. And there's only 5, 8, 9 of us in the shelter. It sleeps like 18 or 20 or 16 or something like that. So there's plenty of space. Yeah. Tomorrow morning, hopefully sunrise at Clingman's. Hopefully it's clear. If it's not clear, I don't know if it'll be worth it to get up an extra 2 hours early. Oh, an update on my rain gear. I've got the jacket, the kilt, and rain gaiters. My shoes are not waterproof, but it all did pretty well. I just put my hood up. I did kind of sweat, so I vented a lot, but I was drier than if I had no rain gear. I think in a real muggy day when it's raining, I would just get soaked and just keep my rain gear dry as like a wind layer. Yeah, onward I go. Still making my schedule. I'm probably going to slow down after Clingman's, because I had a 20-mile day planned almost after that, but there's no point, because I'll be out 2 days early, a day and a half early. I need to get out by the 6th midday. I might get out on the 5th midday, go to the hostel, and then get a ride into Pigeon Forge. I don't know. We'll see when I get further along in the Smokies. Ought to be fun. Smoky Mountains. I know why they call it Smoky. It's all this dang fog. That's probably my view all day. Unless it gets sunny, clears up and gets hot and muggy, which wouldn't surprise me. My first actual view for the day. It's probably close to lunchtime. Day 15. Every step's closer. 7.4 to the dome. Still a long ways away. Closer and closer. Clingman's dome is up there. With all the trees that I can't see it. I think that's Fontana Dam. I don't know. I think we're at the north end of the lake, which means we climbed all those mountains over there. It sucked. And it's like way down right there. It's a good view though. And this is the other side of the ridge that I just showed you. It's so flat way over there. I don't think we're walking through the flat though. Look at all those dark clouds. Black bear's up ahead of me, and this is pretty much the condition of the trail. Sloppy, muddy, gunk. My gaiters are disgusting. The trail's disgusting muddy. But we're almost done for the day. Here in a few days, I'm gonna take some zeros and scrub everything down. Just a real mossy, evergreen pine tree section. It's probably the greenest I've seen it so far. So hopefully, this means it's starting to get greener soon. Because the trees are blooming, so are flowers. And it's getting warmer. Just like a fenced in area in the middle of the woods. Just south of Clingman's Dome. I have no idea what it's for. But right over here, it's kind of hard to see. Bear cage. Interesting stuff you find in the woods. This is the climb out of Double Spring Shelter to Clingman's Dome. Oh, don't fall. It's just a wonderful evergreen. Trees, everything real green, covered in moss. This is the morning of day 16, I think. It should be 16. Real good climb. It's easy this morning, it looks like. It's a real neat area. Walking down Clingman's Dome, trying to get to the snack building for a couple snacks. It's very foggy. It's steep concrete. It kind of hurts my knees. And then back up to the top. Maybe it'll clear up for a view. Walking down, I get a small view, breaking the clouds. Let's hope it clears up by the time I get back to the top. Here we are walking up Clingman's Dome. It's a bright, well, not very bright, foggy day. That's my luck. But the birds are chirping, and it fell again. That's what happens when your trekking poles are muddy. And this man has an incredible beard. I'm jealous. And here we are at the top of Clingman's Dome. It's frosty. That's my view today. Oh well. Maybe another day. Of course, not 15 minutes after I get down the dome, I get this kind of view that I could have had up on the dome. At least I still get some of it. I've been up the dome before, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm just glad some of the other hikers that haven't gotten the chance are getting a good view. Hopefully it stays good for them. Well, Clingman's Dome was cool, and I just realized that I've passed 200 miles today. So, that's kind of a good milestone for me. So it means I have well under 2,000 miles to go. But, you know, over 200 feels good. Now I just gotta get down to Newfound Gap. It's supposed to be trail magic. I don't know what it's gonna be, but a guy I passed a couple days ago said he does it every Saturday, Friday and Saturday. So, hopefully I get down there in time for that. Saw Clingman's Dome, went to the snack shack there. The snack shack thingy, all they sold were like their brand, like the Smoky Mountains brand chocolate and trail mix bars. They were kind of expensive, but you know, I wanted to try them. So I bought one of each. But I'm over 200 miles, so I had to treat myself a little bit. Let's see. Still planning on getting out of the Smokies before the 6th. I'll probably get out. Probably slow my miles. Do like 10 or 12. And get out on the 5th. And then take a shuttle or a hitch into Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, one of the two. For my zeros. Definitely looking forward to those. Mainly so I can rest my knees and my ankles, feet, whatever. I want to clean my gear up too. Give it a real good scrubbing. Because my boots are muddy, my pants are muddy, my tent isn't too bad, but if I can set it up, if it's a little damp or something, dry it out, it ain't gonna hurt it. And let's see. I'd like to hit an outfitter because I'd like to get, find a new puffy coat, like an end of year on sale or something, just for a better one. Because that's one of the things I didn't upgrade before I left. Oh, I got that cheap $10, $15 Walmart one. It works, but since I'm gonna ditch my base layers, I'd like to get a warmer puffy coat if I could. Same weight, maybe even a little lighter. But it'll be nice. But really, that's the only gear I need. I mean, I don't even need that. I just would like to upgrade if I could. We'll see how my finances are. Oh, that rock was slick. Yeah, if my finances are, well enough for the rest of the trip, then I might just go ahead and get it. I'd really love a Z-Pax duplex. I don't know if I can swing the 600 for that though, because it's really coming out of my budget. I could probably swing 100, 150 for a new puffy, but I'm gonna need new shoes, probably in Harper's Ferry or somewhere near there. Hopefully there's like an REI or somewhere like an outfitter. I know Harper's Ferry's got an outfitter. I should be able to get shoes there that fit. Might try some Solomons this next time. Just look at this. Just a pine forest. Whoa. There's a trail. It's kind of muddy, but is what it is. I wish I'd started with my waterproof Merrills, because the waterproof ones actually fit me better than the vented ones, the Moab ventilators. So the Moab Gore-Texes, I wish I'd started with those, just so that, my feet wouldn't be as wet walking through all the slop. It is what it is though. I'll just make a fire in the shelter and dry my socks out, put my boots near the fire, and I'll be good. Yeah, I guess that's it. I'm gonna put the camera away and keep on keeping on. Yeah. I want to say something about Double Spring Gap Shelter. It was a nice shelter. There was plenty of space. It sleeps 12. We had 12 in there. Realistically, we could have fit more if people crunched together. There was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 9 people tenting and hammocking outside. So it was kind of crowded, but it was a good time. This is neat. Just a tree next to the trail. It's still growing. So anyway, Double Spring. It's pretty neat. That shelter, you got some good views, and it's neat because the shelter is actually either on the border or it's really, really close to the Tennessee-North Carolina border. Like, the trail actually follows the border through there. And one side of the mountain, the eastern side of the trail, which is the right as you're heading northbound, the water is North Carolina water. So the western side of the trail, there's another spring, hence Double Spring Shelter, and the water's Tennessee water. I mean, I think it comes out of the same spring, just 2 exits. Uh-oh. So it's really the same water, but it's just funny because, everybody's joking last night. You don't want any of that Tennessee water, it's dirty. They're both fine. Just the North Carolina water was easier because it had a pipe set up, like I've shown before. And Pipe setup makes it easy to fill my Sawyer bag. There's space for like if you got a Katydin pump filter or like an MSR pump filter or whatever. So really both springs would work. There's a couple little waterfalls that would have worked for my Sawyer bags. Just the pipe makes it really convenient. And it's been some pretty good views today. I'm not sad that I missed the Clingman's dome view. I wish I'd seen it, but you know, it's part of it. You don't know what it's going to be until you get there, and it's going to change 15-20 minutes later. And everybody up there probably, well, everybody's seeing now that's going to get a view, probably didn't get to see the trees covered in frost, which is actually really cool. I got a couple pictures. You might be able to see it some in the video clip. I don't know, you would have already seen it now. But so I've seen Clingman's dome in bright sunny day, and now I've seen it in the Smoky Mountains fog with frost on the trees. April 2nd. So that's always cool. Just a change. I wish like yesterday, like the Thunderhead Mountain, and there's another mountain that you know, that would have been clear views, but it is what it is. I didn't take much video as it was actually kind of a miserable day hiking. The first half of the day was just nothing but fog all morning. And it was just cold and still kind of damp from the rain the previous night. So I really didn't want to mess with getting out my camera mount or getting my phone out because the battery's down to like 20%, but whatever. I'll charge it tonight. Whoop, almost fell. Yeah. Down to like, let's see, today's the second, so second, third, fourth, fifth. I got like 3 or 4 days of food left in my bag. It's feeling pretty light. Ow. And, you know, try and push through the Smokies. I don't need a resupply unless I, you know, like hit some trail magic. I'll resupply with some of that. Uh-oh. There's a little climb. Yeah. I guess onward and downward right now, because now Clingman's Dome was the highest point, so everything's really downhill with that. So onward and downward. On the AT I go. There it is. Clingman's Dome. Way up there. That's where I came from this morning. I got to the bottom parking lot, maybe 9:45, 9:50. And now I'm way over here. But on I go to Newfound Gap. Hopefully some trail magic. And then on to the shelter for tonight. I think I'm doing like a 14-mile day or something. Not too bad. Oh, just part of the trail going through the Smokies, north of Clingman's. Actually, this should be coming north of Mount Collins. Log bridge kind of deal. It's pretty neat. What we have here, this is a wild hog containment bridge. I don't see how hogs are not going to get over it. But that's supposed to keep hogs, that and the fence, from going where they're not supposed to. It's kind of hard to see the fence, but there it is. And there's the sign. Yeah. On I go. Oh, apparently there's water here. AWOL doesn't show it in the guide though. That's strange. Oh well, looks like I don't get to resupply my water there. Here it is. Newfound Gap. Time Saver's Trail Magic. Newfound Gap. Cold and windy. Trail magic everywhere. You gonna get any more?
Oh god, it's so good. Okay.